Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the most important chapter of the class 12th economics. What? That is demand and law of demand. The name of the chapter is Demand and Law of Demand. Often students complain in the board examination or in the home examinations. They complain, I have written the definition of economics, I have written the definition of this that, but I have not get any marks, I didn't have get in any marks. Why it is so? Actually, students, you have to understand economics is a very technical subject, and if you will not give answer very carefully, then you will not get any marks. You will get 0 marks. If you will not write the answer properly, not the you will not write the answer full of keywords, then you will not get any marks. So for getting good marks, you have to understand the things very carefully. And what's the keywords in the definition, you have to mention in your examinations, in your answer scripts. Getting you all are? So we are going to study what demand and law of demand. Demand, and if we talk about, if we talk in common parlance, then if we ask anyone what do you mean by demand, then if a common man what thinks about it, he thinks about the demand, he is having a specific wish, that is called demand. But in economics it is totally different. Okay, how it is different we will see in the definition of demand. See here, my dear students, what I have written here, I have given here. Demand refer to the quantity of goods or services. Demand refer to the quantity of goods or services which the consumer are willing and able to purchase, at different price during a particular period of time. Getting you all are? What I have written, see here, demand means, demand refers to the quantity of goods or services, means demand of the goods and services also. Okay, services which the consumptions are willing and able to purchase, means who is demanding, who is having desire, he has got the purchasing power of that, for that goods or that services, at different price. At different price, it means if I am having purchasing power of rupees 500, then I will go for 500 product, the product of rupees 500. If anyone having the purchasing power of rupees 1000, then he will go to the purchase for rupees, the product of rupees 1000. So at different price, okay, during a particular period of time, or given time or a specific period of time. Getting you all are? In the definition of demand, the 3 point is more important, should be over there. Okay, see here, when effective demands creates, and when, how effective demand will be. First thing, in the definition of demand should be mentioned what? Desire for a commodity. Desire for a commodity means, my dear students, first of all you have to understand the desire. Okay, here you have to understand the meaning of desire. Okay, desire means wish. Desire means wish. I am having a desire of a particular commodity. I am having desire of car. I am having desire of bike. I am having desire of mobile phone. So it's my wish. I can get a bike. So when desire will be convert in the demand, when desire will be convert in demand, when desire will be convert in the demand, desire convert in the demand when I have got purchasing power. Purchasing power. Purchasing power. Okay, and when I have got purchasing power, then I will go for willingness to pay. Then I will go for the product. Okay, my dear students, in the definition of economics, what we have to mention, first of all, these 3 points should be mentioned in your definitions. What? Desire for a commodity. First point, purchasing power. Purchasing power means money, the resources from which you can fulfill your demand, from which you can satisfy your demand. And third one is willingness to pay. Means suppose you go in the shopping mall and you want to purchase a shirt of rupees 1000. Okay, you are having purchasing you are having purchasing power, but the cost of the shirt is 2000, but you don't have willingness to pay. So this is not called the demand. It's not called the demand. When it will called as a demand? It will called as a demand when you will go and pay for this shirt of rupees 2000, then that will be called as a demand. Getting you all are? So in the definition of demand, you will mention what these three words. Okay, in the definition of demand, you can write this also. What? When if demand that if anyone asks to what is demand, and in the question that is what do you mean by demand, then you can write this in mathematical formula. What? Effective demand means effective demand. When effective demand be desire for a commodity, when a consumer has got desire for a has a wish, has a desire. Okay, and second thing, purchasing power, when he with desire he is having purchasing power. Okay, and third one is willingness to pay, he wants to pay. Okay, then it will called as a demand. So it's a mathematical formula, you can write in the definition of demand. You can easily you can learn very easily to this mathematical formula. What? Again I am saying, effective demand is equals to effective demand is equals to effective demand is equals to desire for a commodity. Desire for a commodity. Purchasing power means source. Purchasing power, you all are getting, my dear students? Purchasing power means money, source from where you can fulfill your demand, plus what? Willingness to pay. That when the three will include a willingness to pay, willingness to pay, when the three will include, that will be called demand. You can definition, if you are not writing the definition, if you are writing this, then you will get full marks. Getting? So my dear students, you have to understand very carefully what is demand. Second topic is types of demand. Types of demand. Often students very confused. There are various type of demand, but in generally in your syllabus there are 5 type of demand is given. First one is individual demand, second one is market demand, third one is ex ante ex post demand, ex ante ex post demand, fourth one is joint demand, and fifth one is composite demand. My dear students, you have to learn all these the types of demand. Getting you all are? First one is individual demand. What do you mean by individual demand? Individual demand is such type of demand. You can see here very easily. Individual demand, it's such type of demand which shows quantity of demand of a commodity for a commodity by a particular consumer at various price during a given period of time. That is called individual demand. Getting you all are? You can see on your screen individual demands. In a common parlance, if we talk about the individual demands, that means what? Individual demand is such type of demand which is demanded by one individual, one specific customer, getting at a various price at a during given a period of time, during a particular period of time. Getting you all, that is called individual demand. Like this, suppose demand by anyone, demand by me, demand by ABC, demand by a specific persons, demand by you. Getting you all are, that is called individual demand. Second, market demand. Market demand, what do you mean by market demand? Market demand is that type of demand of the whole market at various price of the commodity is known market demand. Means suppose in the market the whole market is demanding for one specific product, okay, A B C D E F G H I G, over whatever persons are there, okay, and they are asking for, they are demanding for one or product at different price level. In market you go, you get A get on different price, B get on different price, C get the different on different price, okay. Means in totality when we talk about the market demand, in totality the whole market is demanding for at various price level and given at a given particular period of time, that is called market demand. Getting you all? Third point, ex ante and ex post demand. It's a very important demand. It's a very important question, my dear students. Often it comes in the your board examination of in 2 marks. What do you mean by ex ante demand and ex post demand? The students confused and they write the wrong answer. It's a very simple, okay, you have to understand it. What? Ex ante and ex post demand. See here, first of all we will understand ex ante demand. What? Ex ante demand means the amount of any commodity or service, the amount of any commodity or service that a consumer is willing or expected to consume or purchase at a particular period of time. Clear? Not clear? कहने का मतलब ये है, एक्स एंटी डिमांड का मतलब क्या हुआ कि एक जो कंज्यूमर है वो ये चाह रख रहा है, वो ये विलिंग है उसके अंदर, ये उसकी वांट है, उसका एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि मुझे उस डिमांड को पाना है, यानी उसका विश, यानी उसका डिज़ायर. सपोज आप कोई कार लेने के या मोबाइल फ़ोन लेने के लिए सोच रहे हो, लेकिन आप उसको फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे हो, लेकिन वो आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन है, उसको हम क्या कहेंगे? एक्स एंटे डिमांड. गेटिंग यू ऑल आर? मीन्स again I am repeating this. Demand means the amount of any commodity or service that our consumer is willing or expected to consumer or to consume, expected to consume or purchase at a particular period of time. Getting you all are? So it, and second one is exposed demand. You can see here exposed demand means that amount of a commodity or services that is actually purchased or consumed at a particular period of time. It's most important question, ex ante demand and exposed demand. Okay, it comes many times in your board examination in 2 marks. Getting you all are? See here, exposed clear, and exposed means whatever we have already consumed or purchased, that is called exposed. Okay, see here again I am repeating, demand means the amount of commodity or services that is actually purchased or consumed. मीन्स जो हमने एक्चुअली में परचेज कर लिया है और उसको कंज्यूम कर लिया है, जो इन एक्चुअल जो हो चुका है, उसको हम क्या कहेंगे? एक्सपोस्ट. पोस्ट का मतलब बाद और एंटी का मतलब बिफोर. गेटिंग? सो आपको बिल्कुल भी ये घबराना नहीं है, और इसको अगर ये आता है तो आपको बहुत ईजिली वे में इस डेफिनेशन को नोट करके आपको लिख देना है एज इट इज. गेटिंग? Third, next demand, next type, what? Joint demand. Joint demand is, what do you mean by joint demand? Joint demand, demand for two or more goods which are used jointly together, like car and petrol, bread and butter. These all are example. What means when we demand for two goods, means which goods we will use jointly, we will use together, that will be called joint demand. Okay, if I will take car, then I have to need what? I have to take petrol or diesel. Getting you all are? If I am taking bread, then I have to take butter, bread and butter. So these all are the complementary goods with they cannot used without one another. Okay, so joint demand, that is called joint demand. Demand for two or more goods which are used jointly or demanded together, that is called joint demand. It's very easy. Okay, next, composite demand. Sometimes in the board this composite demand has also come. What? In the your examinations, composite demand is very simple. Composite demand is that type of demand which have multiple use. Means suppose I am purchasing wood. I am purchasing woods. Okay, and I can use for this woods in furniture making, for door, for winter seasons, for fire. Getting you all are? So multiple use. Composite demands means multiple use, means which demand is created for multiple use, that is called composite demand. Getting you all are? Steel, there are so many uses of steels. So these type of demand is what? Composite demand. Again I am revising all this. We are studying demand and law of demand, chapter number 2, lecture 1. We are studying the meaning and types of demand. Getting you all are? The meaning of demand is, demand refers to the quantity of goods and or services which the consumer are willing and able to purchase at different price during a particular period of time. Okay, and effective demand, desire for a commodity, purchasing power and willingness to pay. You can write the definition. This is very important, it should be mentioned in your definition. What? Effective demand, desire for commodity. Effective demand is equals to desire for a commodity plus purchasing power plus willingness to pay. It should be mentioned in your answer. And then types of demand means individual demand, market demand, ex entry and export demand, joint demand and composite demand. So for today, thank you. Okay. And economics is very technical subject. Again, I am repeating, you have to understand very carefully, and you have to give answer in correct way. What you have to give, you have to understand, then you can give. Okay. Otherwise it will give practically behavioral type of definitions or theories, then you will not get any marks. So please, you have to understand what we have to write in the examinations. Okay. Okay, my dear students, hope you all are getting. If so, if you have any problem, you can ask, okay, in comments. Okay, thank you very much.